Welcome to 2 to 3 abroad. So if you watched my last video, thank you for watching, and continue to watch as I bring you more stuff and hopefully bring you some interesting content. So basically I plan on leaving the UK, so I have about 3 weeks left to leave the UK, and then I got about just under 3 weeks to leave my job, which I can't wait. I can't wait to get out of here, can't wait to leave my job. And the thing is, when you go abroad, I can't say it's the same for every country, but when I go to Thailand, I relax so much more, like I do, unlike I do in the UK. You just feel at ease because you're away from all the crap, you're away from all the nonsense, and it's just a relief. All your stress levels just drop completely down, and then to Thai society is so much more relaxed. You've got all the non-aggressive aspect of the society, and yeah, you just feel so much more better inside and more relaxed, and you haven't got all the constant negativity like you got with all the politics here and all the changes and everything they're doing in the UK at the moment. You just get away from it. So yeah, it's a complete change. And the people are nice. Yeah, there's nice people in England, in the UK, all parts of England, Scotland, Wales. But I think the problem is like the weather here sometimes makes people a bit more down, and then like you can't blame people in the current situation, because the UK is really bad at the moment. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of things being ignored. Like we have waiting lists. What a massive, like over 7 million people on the waiting list to have a hospital treatment, and then the police are not doing a job. They're protecting the criminals, and they're protecting let's say illegal people in activities rather than the normal day people. But push that to one side there, let's concentrate on what this video is about. So basically, I said in the last video my ticket's booked, gave notice at work. I still got sort of travel insurance out, but been quoted like £177 is the cheapest option, so I need to look into that a bit more. Visa runs, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about possibly Laos, because that's easier for where I'm going, but I could go to Cambodia. But Laos is like $50 for the e-visa, and then Cambodia is $30, but it depends where you are in the country and what you want to do. I think Cambodia is closer to Thailand, not in language, because Laos is closer in language, but the way the country is. Laos is, as far as I know, it's still a communist country. It's not like you go there and you have to bloody go for loads of checkpoints. I mean, they are quite strict on rules and stuff, but you still can walk around and enjoy yourself, have a nice holiday. If you want to do long term, I'd say Cambodia would be better than Laos, because Laos is very hard to get anything like citizenship. It's very difficult, and I think they don't allow dual citizenship. Cambodia does. I think you can be a citizen in Cambodia in 7 years if you speak Khmer, so that's their language. Laos is a lot harder. Even Thailand is easier than Laos and Cambodia, but Thailand, just a couple of things. I'm not going to go right into it, but basically you need to speak Thai for a start, and then you've got to pay so many taxes in a period of 3 years, I think it is. But I think it takes 5 years altogether, but it could take a lot longer than that, because you have to get all the other pieces together, and it's quite difficult, because it's a bit like America, where you get a visa, but it's a non-immigrant visa. So yeah, it's not straightforward. But anyway, yeah, I'm packing stuff now. I'm still thinking what I want to take with me. I've only done about a third of it. I still need to get another big suitcase. So I've got one big suitcase, one little suitcase, and I'm not sure if to get travel money. I might get a little bit, just so I've got something to spend when I get there. I've got a Thai bank account. Hopefully that's still okay, because they're putting restrictions on foreigners, so Westerners, anybody else, anybody who's not Thai basically. yeah, restrictions on them opening accounts unless they're on a specific visa. So hopefully I keep my account, because it's so handy and it saves you a lot of money, because I could just send money from here. So you can use Revolut, top that up with Thai baht, and then send it to your Thai account. But that's another thing, it's not so easy to get them now. So, and there's agents what offer their services, but be careful of there, because it's just going to rip you off, because they can't promise, well, they can promise you what they want, but they can't deliver most of the time. So just be wary of that. It's like these people who promise to get passports in 6 weeks. It's just a scam. It's not as easy as that. And like anywhere, any country, you probably like need a few months, and then you'd have to spend a few $100,000 to get a passport probably. And the other ways is basically naturalisation, spending amount of time in a certain country, or by marriage. Yeah, I'm going off another subject here, but basically it interests me, travel and immigration. Not so much the cheating your way to get into a country. I like to do things properly. I've had experience doing different visas. So yeah, it's a lovely day today. It's been crap for the last week in Lincolnshire, should I say. And then today it's amazing. I don't know, how can it just change like that? It's just amazing. But it's just changed. So today I think it's like 24 or more. So yeah, enjoy it today while it's like this, because tomorrow I think it's going to be crap again. So you go. Yeah, if you're thinking of going to Thailand, basically if you're going to go for a long time, then you're going to want to be careful with what you spend. So the best way to do it is basically do like the locals, just eat Thai food. Because as soon as you start going in pubs and bars and buying English food every day, like depending where you're coming from, you might, I don't know, buy German food or American style food, burgers and hot dogs or whatever. So yeah, if you did that and you went into pubs every day and bars, you'd go for your money really fast. But if you get Thai food, you can get like a decent meal for like a couple of quid, and it'll fill you up for most of the day. And then you only like need 2 big meals, so that'd probably be enough. And then maybe you want some snacks or fruit on top. But like you get a main meal and it's something like 40 baht, 50 baht. It's just over a quid. If you spend 100 baht, it's like £2.50. And like most of the meals come with rice, so it's quite filling anyway. So if you do that, your money will last longer. But if you go in an English pub or Irish pub, then you're going to spend £10 a meal, maybe more, and then it's going to eat through your money. Also, if you do any travelling like around the city, if you use a taxi all the time, then that's going to add to your costs as well. So if you get the back buses and the pickup trucks, what are basically got the back converted so you can sit inside the back of the pickup, and they're like 10-20 baht a journey, so it's a lot cheaper than get a taxi everywhere, and that'll save you money as well. If you're going to stay long term, you could, instead of staying in hotels, you could rent an apartment for like 1 month or a couple of months, so that might cost you £100 or $120, or like a couple £100, $250, let's say, 250 euros. And in Bangkok they've even got apartments so you can rent for a whole month for £100, so for over 4,000 baht. So yeah, if you eat like the Thais, and then you use the back buses to travel around, and then there's mini buses as well. You can get flights to different cities, but the flights are more expensive, so it's a question of time versus money. So obviously if you want to save time, you spend more money, but then if you want to save money, you're going to have to give more time. So time is precious, and it's like it is the main commodity. It's more of a commodity than money, because money is replaceable, time isn't. So yeah, sorry, I got a bit deep there, but basically it's how you need to think about things anyway. And if they only taught you that in school, everybody would be way better off than what they are now. But they don't teach you this stuff, they just teach you the basics. So you just earn the minimum wage and you don't never advance that much, so you let the elites stay in control. But anyway, that's a subject for another channel. So basically, yeah, keep your costs low and then you'll be able to stay longer. And then if you want, you could do like go out once a week or a few times a month, and then you'll be able to stay much longer then. But yeah, keep away from the bars because it's just going to eat away your money. And then you're going to have ladies come up to you if you're a man, asking you to buy them drinks. So that could get more expensive as well, so you don't want to get in the habit of doing that too much. Unless you have plenty of funds and it's no issue for you. If you're a lady, you're not really going to have that issue. I mean, you can still, like, yeah, just because you're a woman don't mean you're not going to drink a lot. But, so yeah, for females as well, you probably drink all the time in the bars because it is more expensive. There is, like, in Pattaya there's a boys town, but I don't think they're all gay as well. I think they're like, we're just doing it for the money mostly. Some will be gay, obviously, but yeah, something there for the women as well. If they're into that, if you're into that, I mean. But yeah, just keep your costs down. So I plan on doing it because I'm going to eat Thai food mostly. So I learned that a long time ago, because the first time I went I spent so much money basically going to English pubs, Irish pubs, German restaurants, and just eating Western food all the time, and KFC and McDonald's. But now I don't really eat McDonald's. I'm trying to avoid it, to be honest, because it's not really good for you, and it's not really like proper meat. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's not good quality. I mean, in Thailand you could get amazing street food wherever you are. It's always good quality, and I've never had food poisoning from street food. That's the God's honest truth. I've never had that. I've only had it once in a restaurant where I had some chicken, but going to Thailand for 20 years I've only been poisoned once, food poisoned. So that is really good. So yeah, I swear it's top quality food. And there's so many dishes as well. There's so many varieties of different foods. So they got the fried food, they got the soups, they got the noodles, got the barbecue. Like, you try the barbecue fish, which is like covered in loads of salt. It's quite tasty. And then they do the nice bits of pork and beef. So many choices, so many different sorts of food to eat. And then you can get all the other foods as well, like get Chinese, Indians, you can get Italian, German. I don't know about French. Probably find it somewhere, probably in Bangkok at least. So yeah. Yeah, also if you do drink beer, probably be cheaper again if you drink the Thai beers rather than like Heineken and Carlsberg, because they'd be a little bit cheaper, so you can save money that way as well. So yeah, it's like, even if you go to New York, there's still ways to save money. You still could do things cheap, like you could buy a pizza for $1 or a couple of dollars and it'll fill you up. Much cheaper than going to a fancy restaurant and eating away for all your cash. To me, I'm not bothered. Like, I enjoy food, but I don't see I need to go out and spend loads of money in a restaurant. I don't care about all that. I just want to enjoy my food. That's the main thing for me, not status. I'm not bothered about designer gear and all that sort of stuff, because that's another thing. That's how they keep people poor, basically, because you go out your way and you work extra hours so you can buy this designer gear, and then in the end all it does is just make you poorer, and then you're just working loads of hours just to buy a product with a name on it. It's not going to make you any happier. and then in a couple of weeks or a month you'd be bored of it anyway. So it's just best to like look presentable, and like don't walk around scruffy. But yeah, so yeah, it's really lovely today. See, like people say, oh, England's always like cloudy and wet, and that is true for some of the time, but we do have some nice days now and again. I had quite a good summer this year. It's like last year it's really crap, but this year it's really decent, so I can't complain. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the hospitals. So in most major cities in Thailand, you've got the Bangkok hospital. So I don't know, I'm not an expert, I never used it, so I need to look into it a bit more. But I was looking today, and they do a liver detox, and they got other treatments and packages, and it's worth investigating. Because the thing is, on the NHS, I'm not saying you should have operations out there and stuff like that, because that could cost a lot of money. But if you did need it, time is precious, isn't it? So do you want to wait years and chance it, and then your health deteriorates? And I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, just letting you know that there's other options, and it's not just Thailand, there's other countries as well you can get treatment. So yeah, I'm getting frustrated. I'm going to my GP, and I said about issues I'm having, and they just don't want to listen to any ideas of what it could be. They're just saying, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, we run tests. And I said, yeah, but you're testing probably for like 80% of the things what could be wrong with me. But I said, you need to think outside the box, because like I even like looked it up and I've explained it to the doctor, and he still didn't take it on the board. And he just said basically my back pain is from exercising, which is wrong, because it's actually more complex than that. But it's just a lazy response. And this is the thing, the UK is turning into a third world country. It's like the roads are very poor now, there's potholes everywhere. The health service is getting worse, GP service is getting worse, the police are not doing their job, the councils are not doing their job. Everything's delayed. It's like it's train networks and train extensions and HS2, the high-speed train. It's like, is it ever going to happen? And by the time it happens, it's going to be out of date. While China has built a super high-speed rail network in 20 to 30 years, covering a third of the country, and China's a lot bigger than the UK. And they've been poorer than the UK for a long time. But UK is still like 5th or 6th richest country. Probably not, probably don't look that way, but it is still quite rich. Not the people mind, it's just like a combined wealth. But money gets wasted anyway, so we're not achieving as much as we should do. But they don't care, a lot of politicians are sold out. But yeah, another video, a topic for more in-depth talk on that. So yeah, 3 weeks to go. Under 3 weeks till I leave my job. Can't wait. Hate working, it's just a waste of life. You need to work to make a living, because that's how things have been designed. But as we get more evolved and more educated on this subject, then we can look at ways. And the same for anybody who's watching. I mean, don't just think you have to stay in your job forever. I mean, if you cut your costs and think of new ways to save money, then you won't need to work as much. And you can restructure things, you can change things, you can move to a different area what's cheaper. So yeah, it's not impossible. You can move abroad, there's options. Even if you're a British passport, don't worry about thinking, oh, you can't get into the EU. There's still like a D visa, which is for long stays, so it's still possible. And there's always options and ways to do things, and that's what I want to do. I want to investigate these things and try and find alternatives of better ways. Like, don't just think you've got the UK as well, you've got the Isle of Man, you've got Guernsey, Jersey, Gibraltar if you wanted. And I'm not saying they're all straightforward and they're all wonderful, like, but I think, yeah, you have another option. But I feel like Isle of Man, places like that, will probably close its doors later, because I could see like a big influx coming from the UK mainland in a couple of years, because people just gonna want to get out. Because even though like people in the UK moved out of London, moved out of Manchester or whatever, and other cities, and then they moved to Lincolnshire or Essex or Kent or Cornwall, Devon, but then you get away from the city, but then you still got the same government, you still got all the other problems. So it's not a case of everything's perfect and everything's settled and you can stay there for the rest of your life. You've still got the same issues because it's still the same country. So you escape the crime, you escape the hassle and the stress of living in the city, but you're still stuck in this whole system, because that's the thing, they run the country, and wherever you go, still same old NHS, still same GP surgeries. Like, you might get better, you might get a better service, but you still got the same issues. Hopefully things will change, but people need to change as well first should I say, and then other things will change. But until people change, then nothing's going to change, is it? Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there'll be more to come soon. Please like and share, subscribe, and comment down below underneath the video if you like what you've seen, or like what you've seen and heard. And take care, all the best, bye for now.